today's lesson, we're going to talk about power chords again. But we're going to talk about how to use them in a little bit different way to get a little bit different sound and add some variety in our playing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a power chord. Let's take G for an example. So we know we got our root on the G with our first finger. Then we play our fifth interval with our third finger. Then we also add our pinky and play the root note again. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the first root note, and we're just going to play the fifth in the octave. So it's still a power chord, technically. It's the fifth and the root, but we've inverted it so that the fifth is on top. So we're playing our fifth first, and then the root. So it gives it kind of a fourth interval sound. That actually is a fourth too. From our fifth, which is D, to our root G is a fourth. Still a power chord. You still got the 1 and the 5 of the key of G, but it gives it a little bit different sound. So when you play those, you can play them by barring over top of those first two of those strings with your first finger. So instead of playing them like this or like that, we're just gonna bar it. So when you bar, you're playing 2 or more strings with one finger. So we're just going to press down like that with your first finger. Then you can go up with your third finger, barring, and play another power chord. You can kind of slide that around. That kind of can free us up to do some other things with our fingers. So let's just take we'll just kind of make something up here to show you. So we're going to use that position, our inverted G5. We're going to slide it up to an inverted A5 here. So you can see if we played our regular power chord, we're just using these two notes right here of that chord. So we're going to go. So it'd be, if you played it as a full power chord, it'd be like this. But we're just gonna just to add some variety to our playing, we're just gonna play it with the fifth and the octave. That'll get you used to barring strings as well. So nice and slow. It's fifth fret on the A and D string, we're barring those. And then with our third finger, we're going to bar the 7th fret A and D string. Hit that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just practice that a few times. Then we're going to do it again, so it'd be. So you got that? Try that a couple times. And we're just going to go back. You saw that I added a little single note run in there. That's kind of the cool thing about playing power chords this way, is it kind of frees up your fingers. So we're basically playing this in the key of A. So we're taking our G power chord and we're sliding it up to basically the A is the tonal center. So but we're just gonna. So if A is kind of an A minor sound as our tonal center, then we can use the A minor scale to throw in some little single note runs. So That little lick is just 7th fret D string, that's our A octave. 5th fret D string, 7th fret A string, 5th fret A string. Make sure you're alternating your picking. And you can add all kinds of runs in there. Just kind of stay in that A minor scale pattern. That second one I did was so 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret of our minor scale. Then the root, 7th fret D string, back to that 8th fret on the A string. Now that gives it kind of more of a hard rock kind of metal sound when you throw in some of those certain notes of the minor scale, that 6th. That's that minor 6th right there. All right, and that's it for today. Just experiment with that and try to come up with some runs and experiment with playing power chords with just the inverted 5th and octave.